A very good afternoon, everyone. Hope you are all well and staying well and keeping safe. Thank you very much once again for joining us in this third week of Manavutsav. Now, this week, regionally in the list, it was an Indian summer. Now, due to the local lockdown, an Indian summer was not able to access their studio, and hence they couldn't bring us the event that they proposed initially. However, they have got a fantastic exhibition going on online. So it's on the link you can find is on our Facebook page, Manavutsav Digital. And today we are quite delighted that we have got a very eminent personality with us, joining us in the studio. So stay tuned and hope you all enjoy this walk with us.
जहां दूर नजर दौड़ाए आजाद गगन लहराए जहां रंग बिरंगे पंछी आशा का संदेशा लाए आशा का संदेशा message of hope. We in Sangeet Foundation believe that there is always hope. Sangeet Foundation is about happiness through music and the arts. Happiness is all about mental wellness. Our aim is to create awareness about mental health. After all, it is all in the mind. So, let us get ready for a walk with the mind and music and enjoy the wonders that our journey brings today.
Hello. Hello everyone. So now before I invite today's guest on screen, I would like to share how we met and got inspired for organizing this journey together for today. And I'm sure that all of you are going to actually like and walk through us today. So 2 months before, when I saw her first in an event live performing, organized by Sangeet Foundation, she took the audience through an incredible journey of love, life, happiness, and music. And I, in some ways, could connect to the vibes brought in by her. The best experience was the passion in her voice and the inspiring talk. It took me back on a walk that I traveled years before and gave me a chance to reflect and strengthen my inner voice. No more delay. Let us invite none other than the versatile personality, Piloo Vidyardhi. A very warm welcome to her. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, Indrani. Thank you so much for all those lovely words that you spoke of me.
No, it has been fantastic. Yeah. So would you like to tell our audience a little bit about, they know that this is part of Manavutsav. They know that we are going through a journey of music and conversation. Would you like to tell us what more they can expect from this one, like from today's event?
Really. Sure. Yeah, I will definitely share. And so first of all, let me begin by thanking you, not because just because I'm the guest today, but as I was just sharing with you a few minutes back, when we were backstage, that it's been raining in Mumbai for the last 10 days at least, if not more. It's constantly been gloomy and dark. It's English weather actually here, and but the point is, we have been under house arrest for the last 4 months, and so this kind of a weather is not great for the mind. And so the work that we are going to do right now also, and the last couple of days, 3-4 days, when I have been interacting with you and Jayanto on the, just curating the stuff, it's really done good to my mental health. So that's the reason I wanted to thank you. And of course, a lot has happened during the curation also. So for all the listeners, very warm welcome to each one of you. One thing that I can promise is you all will have, you all will feel free and happy by the end of our session today. So what's going to happen is I'm going to share my journey in bits and pieces. Maybe small things that comes to me. I'll keep sharing. I haven't really thought of things that, so I don't have things that I've already decided that I will share this and I will share that. But yes, I know that as I am interacting with you through this digital medium, things will come to my mind. And whatever comes to my mind, I will share that, and I will keep connecting it with the music that we will be playing. So, couple of things that. So to begin with, let me also share with you. Indrani and I have been working the last 2-3 days on deciding how to do this whole thing now that we are going digital, and it's not a live technically. So we have made the best, found out some best ways. So we will play some songs for you which are actually very simple live singing, which we have sung at home. Instead of singing live, I mean right now, because it may have a disturbance, so that the music does its work with you all, we have made some recordings done in the house, and so we'll be playing music for you. And yes, when the music is being played and when I'm talking, I have an invitation for the people who are listening and watching. So there are two ways in which we generally listen to anything. So right now, let's talk about music. So when we generally listen to music, most of the time we listen to the song, maybe the melody, and appreciate the song, the melody. So our brain is listening to the melody and liking it, uh, and it is doing its some hormonal things are going on probably in the body clinically, and you start enjoying and you find happiness. Yes, that's one way. What I am inviting you all to do today is just let your selves loose. And as I speak, whatever you hear, try and place yourself, you know, where I am. So if I'm saying something, or if I'm sharing, piece from my life, then just try and place yourself and find yourself somewhere in your life, maybe in a similar situation, maybe in a situation which is close to what I'm saying, but find yourself, and the music will connect with you. And when your inner self connects with the music, there's no question of looking for happiness. It's just there. You'll find it'll you'll be soaked in it. So I am inviting all of our listeners to listen. So I might be asking you to do a little bit of exercises with me. Very simple, nothing great. You don't have to do sit-ups or push-ups, but I'll just ask you to do. And yes, we are going to be freeing up your headspace, and when we free up your headspace, the hard disk, so there'll be a lot of space for things to come in and reach your soul. So we are going to be clicking on some buttons, maybe delete some stuff from the headspace, and remove some things that are not really required. All that you have to do is make a choice at that point of time to just press that delete button and allow that, you need to have that prompt ready that, okay, let's delete this and let's bring this in. And in the process, reach your soul, listen to the sound of your soul. So what we are going to do is, Indrani, we should probably, as you and I have been chatting, Manav Utsav has been doing this very beautiful thing. So they had put up an invitation to the world, through their Facebook page, to get people, South Asian community, from different parts of the world, sending in small videos of things that make them happy, forms of art, maybe music or playing an instrument, or somebody's just moving their, foot tapping, feet tapping, dancing. So she shared those videos with me, and I said we have to make a little bit of a glimpse, a trailer, a collage of this, and we have to, we must share this. What I want to share through the community video that we are going to be playing for you is just to take a look at, how when you just, if you are somebody who, you don't have to be a big musician or you don't have to be a big singer to experience your connect with music. So you probably may think that I can do this, but you can understand what I'm saying. You can't do it, but I'm saying that everyone can do it. So you just have to hum it. You have to just take it in and just hum it. So the video that we are going to show you, you'll find these wonderful people who have, somebody is just picking up his guitar or a harmonica and playing. Somebody is just going out, and there's so much of spontaneity. There's no inhibition. There's no stiffness. You just feel like dancing. You go out and dance. You don't think then that I should do this. I should not do this. So the brain is not holding you back. So we want to share this beautiful video with you, clips where people have just spontaneously come up with their natural expression, and we have kind of put them together, and we want to share that with you. So Indrani, should we do that? Should we
Yes,
show?
let's do that.
Yeah, community video. Yeah.
Community videos, yeah.
Come back, yeah.
Right, okay.
আমার মনেরও তৃষিত আকাশে কাদেশে যত অকুল পিয়াসে আমার মনেরও তৃষিত আকাশে तेरे बिना जिंदगी तेरे बिना जिंदगी से कोई शिकवा तो नहीं शिकवा नहीं शिकवा नहीं शिकवा नहीं तेरे बिना जिंदगी भी लेकिन जिंदगी तो नहीं जिंदगी नहीं जिंदगी नहीं जिंदगी नहीं तेरे बिना जिंदगी से कोई शिकवा काश ऐसा हो तेरे कदमों से चुन के मंजिल चले
Sapamagata kita tadi midirana. Sapamagata kita tadi midirana. Saprigatabari, rigatabari. Sapamagama gapada gari sanisa. ¿Dónde está mi answer? Say yeah. Katak tina tha takit tina tam tathum katak dha dhalang tak din ta kita di midirana.
Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. Well, it's so to say it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said. Kids are all, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Kids are all, what will be, will be. When I was young and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Yes, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them yes, whatever will be.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, it's really like, it took me through some of the trips, maybe in my childhood days. And, so, and I think some of the things that came back to my mind was like how, you started with saying that music has got a therapeutic side. And of course, when you're listening to it, some situations from life just comes to your mind, and it's like, fantastic experience, I would say, in that way. And
And
lots of people during the last couple of months have been mentioning this, particularly in the context of the tension, the stress that they are feeling. And I think they were linking somehow to calm their mind. And, so, I mean, I'm not sure how, because we know that there are different ways of calming our minds. So we've got like meditations, we can do yoga, and we can listen to podcasts and, so lots of avenues. But how would music, how does music calm your mind down? And, where can we go? And, that therapeutic side. And I'm
yeah,
sure you've got loads to bring in there.
yeah, I know what you're saying. So, I completely agree with what you said. Even I am aware, as all are, that there are ample ways in today's world. We have ample ways to, reach out and calm ourselves down. We are aware of ways. So I'll just share, since we are talking music, I'll just share my way of, relating to the calm. And I'm saying this because I've experienced this. It's just my discovery. And I'm just sharing that. As a human being, I have discovered this. It's not that I knew about this or I have done some research on this. I have discovered this. So I just, as I grew up and I grew up and I grew up, and today wherever I am, I see that whenever I have probably gone, I mean, I keep humming things. I'm always singing in my mind, or so when I hum, say a lullaby, in Hindi we say lori. So when I'm singing Bangla, we say Ghumparani Gan. So when I am singing a lori, it does something to me. Now, what it does initially, when I was, I didn't figure it out much. But later on, I figured it out that what happens is I become a child. At one point of time, I used to become a child. When I was younger, I used to become a child. I used to visualize myself resting as a child, maybe with my mother or some, in the house. So you just go back and you become a child. And when you become a child, you are anyway free, you are loose, you're not tight like an adult anymore. So that kinds of calms you down naturally. And today, when I am older, I also, when I sing a lori or I hum a lori, I feel like there are people resting on my lap, and I am a mother. So it calms me down because I feel that there's a lot to give, and because I am a mother also. So so suppose if I will play something that I've prepared. I've had this small clip that we'll play for all of the people watching. But it's just anything that comes to your mind for the audience, anything that maybe you remember when you were a child and you used to listen to that song. It need not be a lullaby also. It could be any song that as a child you used to hum or listen to, and and that could act like a lullaby for you, right? So for example, if I say, so the song that I used to keep hearing and listening and it keeps coming to me is Chaad kiran si guriya nazon ki hai pali आज अगर चांदनिया आना मेरी गली गुनगुन गीत कोई हौले गाना नींद भरी पंख लिए झूला झूला जाना. So when I'm seeing this, I automatically, I reach, either I become the mother or I become the child, and both are free because both are very powerful, the child and the mother. So I will just play a clip for you, which actually is a lullaby made by somebody who used to live in the UK. His family is still there. Very well-known musician, my uncle Arun Mama. So a song that I recently sung for him, his song. It's his composition. So we'll just play that little bit of a clip of that. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And you can travel to your.
গেছে ছোট ছুটি হেসে খেলে কত লুটোপুটি শান্ত এবার আঁখি দুটি কোন স্বপনে হারাতে চায় ওরে আয় রে ঘুমায় রে ঘুমায় ওরে আয় রে ঘুমায় রে
Just fantastic, isn't it? Wow. I mean, it just took me to that, of course, I mean, back in those roads, walking in Kolkata and, and just kind of with some tea in hand and, with friends and thinking about those days, really. Oh, thank you very much, Yeah. As I was walking down that road, I was just thinking like, lots of us talk about love and, love connects us to different kinds of relationships and also what follows are some certain kind of expectations. And then, although it started with kind of, emotional bonding, I would say, rather walking down the streets, going a bit further, we find that there are barriers that then comes in. There are lots of nitty-gritty of life that interferes with that. How can music give access to that? How can music rejuvenate those sort of possibly bring in the love again between people and how do we connect? What do you think?
Yeah. So yes, I'll share. I really want to share this. That I really have been wanting to share this, and I think got an opportunity finally. That I have been, I love to love, and I did not. I did not really know this so well, but I have studied myself very, very closely, and I can say yes. I just love to love, and while exploring love, I really got in touch. At this age, I really saw that there are so many kinds of, love is all over. Human beings are born and designed to not love; they are designed to love. What happens in life is love is directly, as you said, it's directly proportional to expectations, which creates a series of states of mind called maybe upsets and worries and insecurities and fear of losing, pain of not getting something, all those things get crowded, and so the love goes for a toss. So the mind gets busy calculating love or running experiments on love, whether how much of love is there, collecting data or facts to to kind of validate whether love is there or not. So love is put through a lens of to a lens of tests, running tests on love. So what happened recently is, I think in February, as I was traveling down from Kolkata to Mumbai, it was the 13th of February, and 14th of February is Valentine's Day. So on 13th of February, when I was traveling from Kolkata, just before I boarded the flight, I was with my very dear friend Jhumpi in Kolkata. We both were, having puchkas, and we were in the shop near a mall, and both of us were chatting. Very dear friend, old friends, so we were chatting, and we both clicked a picture in front of a big heart balloon, where the whole of the mall were full of hearts, and people were clicking pictures, selfies there. So we clicked a picture and we started laughing, both of us. So what are we doing? And then anyway, we came out from there, and that got me thinking that, okay, just for fun, I clicked a selfie, but I am not feeling anyway, I'm not connecting with love with those balloons and the hearts, So I'm not saying that they're not to be done, but it's just that I couldn't connect. And then I kept dwelling and thinking, and when I boarded the flight alone, I was sitting alone in the flight, looking out of the window, and I started thinking that, there's something that I want to talk about love, and it's not those balloons I want to talk about. And then I just connected with a film called Sweater, which I had seen about a year back, made by some dear friends here. It's a Bengali new generation film. It's a wonderful film. And how I connected with that film when I was watching it, the whole world of different kinds of relationships with your own self, with your parents, with your boyfriend, maybe with somebody whom you far away you want to love but cannot love, you or your child. I don't know, lots of relationships opened up, and then I wrote some lines. So there's a beautiful song there, which is, again, for people who do not understand Bangla. It talks about, so that line, it might be a bit jarring, that what are you saying? You're talking about love and you're saying preme pora baron. Preme pora baron means pyar karna mana hai. Good. So this baron is very wonderful. I figured out a very different context of that whole song when I was connecting with love. So what I do is I go very deep into the poetry of the music. I just don't listen to the melody. I go, deeper, and it just connects with stuff, and then it just touches my soul, and I find answers, and those answers calm me down, and it just settles me down, because otherwise the mind is like a ripple. It's unsettled. It's always wanting to reach somewhere. So I just stay put there for some time. So this Preme Pora Baron is a song by a dear friend called Rono Joy, composer. And I immediately came to Mumbai, and I called him. I said, listen, come home. Let's do this song. I want to speak something over this song. He came at night, and we both sat on the piano, and both of us did that together. So there's so much of spontaneity, that brings life, that brings everything, because you're not thinking about one song, which is a nice song. Yeah, it's a very good song. Very nice. They have done a very good job, So my relationship with song is not up to, oh, it's a very good song. Yeah. Have you heard it? Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. What pieces they have played? Not up to that. I go deeper, and I connect. So Preme Pora Baron talks about, hey, interesting place of holding all the love that you have. I got that, I don't know about anyone else, but I got that. I can hold all of it in one big cup, and with that will coexist my fears, my insecurities, my fear of losing. Yes, it will be there. It does not mean that I have to let that love go away. You can walk with that love, but yes, there is this beautiful line in that song called, you may go here, you may touch upon the fingers, but don't try and catch it and hold it together. So you need to have a little bit of space around love. Let it be. So that's something that allowed me to be with love and not run away from love. Otherwise, it is good, it is bad, it is not good. Why did that person do this? No, if he gives me this much, then I will give him that much, but I am not getting that much. No, your mind is crowded with. So the whole, you're talking about love, but your mind is busy calculating love, the things around love. It's not love, it's doing everything but loving. So I experienced that with this song. So I wrote a couple of lines, free verse, which is of course in Bangla, but you will understand. It talks about, I'm talking to love. I say that love, please don't run experiments and tests. You never know. Do you have an answer to the question called, when you see a black cloud of, in the sky there, you tear up. You have water in you. You have moist eyes. Why? You have an answer to that. And then I say that, just remember that you may love, you may spread your love and hold it, in the cup. Remember to take a pause. When the umpire of life puts up the finger, that means you need to take a pause and resolve things, sort out things, and start loving again. So it may sound a little abstract because mind always wants to find a right answer. Should I love? Should I not love? Then I don't have an answer to that. But I experience that having that love, if I'm loving anyone, when I was leaving my son in Berkeley in 2018, that was 2018. I heard the song in 2019, but I immediately connected. There's a line there. First, I connected with that scene when I turned around and the day I was leaving, and he was just walking there, and I just went past my car went past, and I just, and that line when I heard in 2019, when I was listening to the song, it says, it says that, ওই মায়া চোখে চোখ রাখলেও ফিরে তাকানো বারণ, which means you look at those eyes and then you turn away and you know that you cannot look back. But that's the place where, you need to, that umpire puts up, because I know that I have to leave him there. I know he has to go ahead with his life, and I know I have to come back to India. So you learn to, if you keep that context alive, you can have everything of that together and still walk. You don't have to stop loving. You don't have to say that, okay, I have learned, people nowadays say that, okay, let's practice detachment, it's best to be detached. I'm asking you, have you been I don't think the success rate is very high in detaching yourself. We may talk about detachment, but it's a mask that we wear. That, you can pretend to be detached, but there's something happening, burning within. So to calm that fire down, to stop that burning down, let's not feign detachment. And we know that we get attached. So you can hold the love and remember that, just not this, but just, keep it here. Keep the touch, but don't try to hold it. So we're going to play that. I've just sung that, in the house for you all. We'll just play that for you. And it maybe after what I've spoken, and if you can just flow with the song, maybe you can relate to what I just spoke, and experience love. Experience love. When you're listening to this song, just experience all the love that you have for all the people. Don't think about whom you shouldn't. Cut out all the shoulds and shouldn'ts and just experience love. Let's hear.
প্রেম বিশাল এক পৃথিবী। এই পৃথিবীতে আছে নানা সম্পর্ক, নানা রং। আছে শৈশব, আছে যৌবন, আছে স্বপ্ন, আছে আশা, আছে হতাশা। আর এসবের মধ্যে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে জীবনের সবচেয়ে বড় আম্পায়ার, যে মাঝে মাঝে হাত তুলে বলছে, প্রেমে পড়া বারণ, কারণে অকারণ, আঙুলে আঙুল রাখলেও হাত ধরা বারণ। প্রেমে পড়া বারণ, কারণে অকারণ, আঙুলে আঙুল রাখলেও হাত ধরা বারণ। প্রেমে পড়া বারণ। প্রেম, তুমি প্লিজ পরীক্ষা দিতে বলো না। প্লিজ বলো না এটা ঠিক আর এটা ঠিক না। ঈশান কোণে কালো মেঘ দেখে কেন দু চোখের পাতা ভিজে যায় বলতে পারো? তোমায় যত গল্প বলা কারণে অকারণ ওই মায়া চোখে চোখ রাখলেও ফিরে তাকানো বারণ, প্রেমে পড়া বারণ। প্রেম নীরবতা, প্রেম শূন্যতা, প্রেম অস্থিরতা, প্রেম শান্ত, প্রেম অনিশ্চিত। যেই তাকে আঁকড়ে ধরতে চেয়েছি সে ছটফটিয়ে পালিয়ে যেতে চেয়েছে। প্রেম, তুমি প্লিজ পালিয়ে যেও না। তুমি হলে সেই বন্ধু যার ছোঁয়াটুকু শুধু নিয়ে জীবনের অনেকটা পথ পার হয়ে যাওয়া যায়। শূন্যে ভাসি রাত্রি এখন গুনি, তোমার আমার নৌকা বাওয়ার শব্দ এখন শুনি। শূন্যে ভাসি রাত্রি এখন গুনি, তোমার আমার নৌকা বাওয়ার শব্দ এখন শুনি। তাই মুখ লুকিয়ে ঠোঁট ফুলিয়ে বসন্তে এই স্মৃতি চারণ, প্রেমে পড়া বারণ। কারণে অকারণ মনে পড়লে আজকে তোমায় মনে করা বারণ, প্রেমে পড়া বারণ। কারণে অকারণ আঙুলে আঙুল রাখলেও হাত ধরা বারণ, প্রেমে পড়া বারণ।
Oh, as I was listening to it, and I was thinking, well, it's lockdown, can't book a ticket back, yeah, can't visit friends and family now, and just those lines where you're saying that that you can't look back, and I think this is an experience that we can all link to, especially with the South Asian diaspora. I would say we're far from away from home, remembering home, remembering relations, remembering friends and teachers back there and everything. So I mean, we can still connect to them in some ways, even if we are not speaking to them, like for maybe we are not in touch for 10 days, 10 years, and then suddenly we saw someone, we could easily connect. But at the same time, we keep missing them, those
Yeah.
are, relations that was, it's a kind of bonding, I would say, that comes back. And I think it's a similar experience for you as well, isn't it? Because you left Kolkata and you made your journey to Mumbai, and possibly you're living there for about 20 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
More,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my goodness. So, but listening to your song and listening to what you have been saying just before the song, I think you still miss that and you still can connect. And, so how
Yeah.
music?
Yeah, I know. Missing is a big thing. We keep saying I miss you, and nowadays we all have emojis, so every communication is through emojis. You don't have to even type out words. So your love yous and miss yous are all through emojis with all those winks and so. But I still prefer to speak through music and listen through music. So recently I had a friend's birthday and I gifted him a song. I sang a song for him. So I try and, I try and sing to people. So that's how I want to express. I feel very connected. So when I miss, I'll just give a simple example to all who are listening in. See, missing is not going to go away. We are going to miss people. Basically, what we miss is right now we are missing the human touch actually because it's 4 months and I'm really dying for a hug. Just I haven't I haven't hugged those kids who come to me who learn, they're my students or all my friends. So I'm just missing a hug, and human touch is something that we miss, the warmth actually, and the times that we have spent together. So we miss those times, those situations. I can smell even the air, and I go into the nature also. So what I do is, there's a song that I have sung actually, to share with you all. And why I'm going to share this song with you is because I want you to do this exercise. Right now, I think you have all been listening to the songs that we have been playing. But yes, with this song, you can experience something. If you want to try this out, try this out. What I do is when I miss someone dearly, I tell myself that, because I start getting sad or there's some pain that starts coming in. So I transform that I shift the context. I tell myself that, yeah, I am missing. So you acknowledge that, yes, I am missing you. Yeah, I am missing. So you acknowledge, the tone will change in your mind. Also, the tone will change from, oh, I'm missing, to, yeah, I am missing. I am missing. And there's probably some connect I have with him or her. So that's how I'm missing him or her, that person, whoever that is. If you're missing anyone, he or she, you can just put that in your mind that, yeah, I'm probably missing him or her because I have some connect which cannot be explained. So don't go for an explanation, don't go for a reason, don't go for a logic, just enjoy the missing. Yes, because it's love at the end of the day, you love and you're missing, that's it. So acknowledge it and connect it, transform it. So this songs help me. So I'm playing this song, let's play that in Rani, and I'm happily singing it because I'm actually remembering, yes, I do have a connect with whoever I'm at that point. So the exercise for you all is you can close your eyes. If you want to look at my face when I'm singing, then you can look at the video also, or you can close your eyes and you can hum along and just think of one person that you are currently missing. It could be anyone, and just shift the context to, yes, I'm missing because I have this this connect with this person, and celebrate that connection. So let's play that song.
Okay, I'm going in also.
तेरा मुझसे है पहले का नाता कोई, यूं ही नहीं दिल लुभाता कोई। तेरा मुझसे है पहले का नाता कोई, यूं ही नहीं दिल लुभाता कोई। जाने तू या जाने ना, माने तो तेरा मुझसे है पहले का नाता कोई, यूं ही नहीं दिल लुभाता कोई। तेरा मुझसे है पहले का नाता कोई, यूं ही नहीं दिल लुभाता कोई। धुआं धुआं था वो समा, यहाँ वहाँ जाने कहाँ। धुआं धुआं था वो समा, यहाँ वहाँ जाने कहाँ। तू और मैं कहीं मिले थे पहले, देखा तुझे तो दिल ने कहा, जाने तू या
wonderful. Yeah, and I think as I was listening to it, somehow I was doing a little bit of soul searching. So, say for example, people who have been missing, and I was kind of trying to think about the relations that we've had, whether we were, enjoying a time together in the library or maybe going to a theater or to a movie, so I can visualize those moments as I was looking into it. And I was thinking that soul searching is immensely important because, that is possibly one way of reconnecting us back
I
to
know.
the person, to the situation, and that kind of thing. But it also encourages you to be creative, possibly. So say for example, when you are going through music and trying to think about something, possibly that is the time when you are reflecting back. And that reflection can sometimes help you to be creative. I'm not very sure, but what I'm saying here is that if you came across those kind of life situations, or do you think that that soul searching is, gives a kind of, brings in or invites creativity in some light, or what?
Yes, certainly. Yes. Actually, to put all this together, I've been lucky actually, been very blessed because I know that for all of the people who are tuned in and listening, we need to, and we all know about these laws of attraction, that the universe gives things to us when we, yes, so we need to seek. So there's a difference between you wish and you are seeking something. So when you're seeking, you're not always going after it and wanting it, and you're withdrawing when you're not getting it. Your seeking is like a flow, it's a water flowing, you're just seeking. So I've always been seeking creativity around me. And many people have asked me many a times, there are a lot of, so people, many people have said that you've kind of, we haven't seen you around, or you haven't been chasing, so I haven't really gone after establishing myself as a complete singer who I have been singing all my life, and sometimes little, sometimes more, sometimes not, so I haven't monitored it. I have just flown with it, and wherever I have reached today, and I'm happy. So when the journey in this throughout this journey, I have met, I think I've seeked and I have met wonderful human beings, gotten wonderful set of friends, who have, from whom I have not only learned, but I have, it's like satsang, it's like joining together and creating, these energies together. So I am part of a very interesting studio called Pratidhwani Art Studio, and so some few of us are there together, and the founder is my friend Sridhar, and so we just recently launched some new some series also. We do very interesting kind of content, which is original poetry. Now why I'm mentioning this is because, yes, I sung a couple of songs for you all, but I really want to share that other part of my journey also, that it's just not that I keep singing these songs. I engage in all kinds of music. It's instrumental, it's all kinds of music. So I thanks to my friend Sridhar, I got to be a part of the studio 2 years back, and since then it has kept me very hydrated. And I'm sure even he isn't aware of that, but I'm very thankful to him for including me in this whole the production that we do, because each time we come up with something, I just see myself flowing into it, whether it is making a video of the of the production, or whether it is writing a script for it, or whether it is something, or doing music for it, or thinking about. So it's just a process. I'm engaged in the whole process, and that allows me to actually do that, go into that, because it's a medium of thinking. It's just not that we are doing a song. The process behind the song, the backstory behind the song, it starts from talking about it. It starts from, so the song that I'm going to, there are two songs that I'm going to be sharing from our production, Pratidhwani Art Studios. I'm going to share two of our work today. So one is just we talk about the river Narmada, and we just launched it called Bambulia, and it's just it's just you travel with the river, and there's nothing. I'm guaranteeing you, when you just stay with that peace, you all will travel somewhere, but it's not somewhere that you have to reach or you're dying to reach. You will just, it's a continuous flow. That's what happens when I'm working on that. It's not that when the song is made I travel. I'm traveling right from the time we are working on the song. We're thinking about the entire, I'm seeing Madhya Pradesh around me, I'm seeing the river around me, I'm seeing so much of nature around me. So you just get into, so it aids you, it helps you to do, you can't sit 1 2 3, today I will do self reflection, so let me lock myself up in a room, let me sit, I will do self reflection. That doesn't work. You can, because life is, we are designed to, the brain is continuously playing a survival game. It's surviving today's times, the pressures of there's the survival, there is the earnings and whatever jobs, and so there's too much in the head. In that kind of a scenario, we all know that it's good to do self-reflection, but it's not possible, by saying you ring a bell and you start saying, okay, now let me do self-reflection. So this kind of company, this kind of set of friends that I have, it really allows me to, find those windows that open up my mind to a vast world of, where the mind can travel. And the second song that after Bambulia we'll play two back-to-back songs is completely a poetry. It's a poetry by Nida Fazli and composed by Sridhar and sung by very well-known singer of today's times, Prajakta Shukre. You'll see a bit of me also in there. And, it will, I'm not going to reveal that, but you travel with that poetry and see where it takes you. It will take you somewhere. And I won't be surprised if some of you have wet eyes. My invitation is, that's one thing that I really want to share and invite you all to. While being with these songs and these videos of Pratidhwani Art Studios that we're going to be playing now, if you have an emotion, let it come up. So one of the things that, the programmed human mind keeps doing, we have been programmed. We have been told it's not a good thing to cry. We have been told it's not a good thing to be, to show who you are, who your emotions are. People will, so I'm, for a few moments, for this little hour that I am with you, it's my humble request and invitation, shed everything. If you want to experience that, the soul connect, you need to let go of that noise called, should I cry? It's your tears, it's your soul, it's your journey, it's your, some thought that you're connecting to. It's your tears, let it flow. If the river is flowing and your tears are flowing, you will see the connect. So do not hold back. So let's watch Bambulia and Besan Ki Sandhi Roti by our group, Pratidhwani Art Studios.
नरबदा मैया ऐसी तो बहे रे, ऐसी तो बहे रे जैसे बह रही जादूधा की धार रे। नरबदा मैया हो, नरबदा मैया तोरे दर्शन खो, और दर्शन खो आए बम बम भोला लगाए डुबकी पार रे। महादो बाबा हो, महादो बाबा ऐसे तो मिले रे। मतारी और बाप रे नरबदारी हो नरबदा मैया उल्टी तो बहे रे उल्टी तो बहे रे करे सीधे तभी जंजाल रे नरबदारियों नर्मदा को मेला लगो रे मेला लगो रे लगा डुबकी करो ऐसे नान रे नर्मदा मैया हो नर्मदा मैया हो नर्मदा मैया हो
बेसन की सौंधी रोटी पर खट्टी चटनी जैसी माँ बेसन की सौंधी रोटी पर खट्टी चटनी जैसी माँ बेसन की सौंधी
fantastic again, both of them. And I think, what I experienced, I don't know if I should share. Can I take some time from you just to share, how I felt? Because it was kind of a roller coaster drive that I was having for the last few minutes, listening to the songs. So I started in somewhere in Sundarban. If you guys, if you can link to, I could see that. I could see the boats. I could see, going to that water. And then somehow I went back to my mountain climbing days. So I could see myself climbing the rocks with my friends, and then came back to a journey that I took with my parents in Kedar Badri. So we kind of climbed the mountain, went up high, and then with friends in Sandakfu. So it was kind of a, I could link, I could relate, and possibly because of that river. So I was trying to kind of look into, and then I suddenly saw two of my dad's very closest friends who used to go with us on, on holidays, and I miss them, and those vibes, when we were little, and then of course some Malai milk came to my mind from Haridwar, and the relationships that always gave me comfort and made me feel good. My school friends, our assemblies where we used to stand and sing "We Shall Overcome," and it was like, and those kind of, I would say, the passion, that kind of thing I could see. I also somehow linked myself to the fenugreek seed, methi, because I never used to like it when my mom used to cook with that methi at home. I used to say, well, I don't like it. I don't like the smell of it. Don't give me this one. I wanted to stay away from it. And ever since I have traveled this far, I tend to go back to that fenugreek seed, and I quite like methi nowadays. I've also planted like methi in my garden, in my back garden, to make like chapatis with it. And the reason I've done it, possibly, I mean, that smell reconnects me back to the smell of my childhood days. And then, really suddenly from India, I came to, then I came to, in this country first, I came to Scotland. And in Scotland, there is a lovely family who basically made me feel home. And they're a family of four, and they used to go everywhere. They were part of my graduation, and they used to celebrate all the moments with me, and I was like part of their family, and still now we are still connected. So my life has been full of people, If I say where I am, what I'm doing, without these people and the people here in Leicester as well, I couldn't possibly be where I am today, in that sense. So, and that's how I also thought of naming this event Manav Utsav. But what I'm thinking here is that, there is a vulnerability somewhere there, hidden inside, that still comes back on the screen sometimes. And how can music connect us to that? Possibly you have gone through these kind of experiences as well. As I was floating, so possibly if you can take us to that, it's very therapeutic. Thank you very much for this journey.
Oh, absolutely a pleasure. No, I want to say something to you. I've been talking to you for the last couple of days now. I just heard a very different Indrani. I was just listening, and do you know that you just went on a roll and you just went on sharing, what you felt, So I was. For lack of a better word now, I was talking to a professor Indrani for the last 2-3 days, and right now I was hearing Indrani talking. When you just spoke, you just went on and you just shared. So that's the starting point of being vulnerable, when you can just share. You don't have to be any position, you don't have to be playing a role of, whoever you may be, but you don't have, you just have yourself and your soul, and you share. Now that there's a journey, so you can't just, but I sensed and I felt that you have begun that just now. It was a different Indrani talking, sharing, and you just kept. So it was not timed, it was not programmed. It went from Sundarban to Kedar Badri to Scotland to, it just came in flow, one by one by one. It just came on and on. So it's wonderful. That's the journey actually. So yes, my invitation to everyone is to allow, and I'm sure I've been reading Krishna's and a little bit, I mean, they've just been trying to, give us those comments from there. Krishna and James, thank you so much, both of you. And what I understand from whatever little I'm reading is people are experiencing, that somebody wrote that, it's like I'm feeling like a cloud, piece of cloud, so that's the whole idea of, when we are tightened up. See, we are programmed like that. Human beings are, the head is too strong, the brain is too much of, it's just overpowering everything. And then we have got our knowledge, baggage of knowledge, like I know it, and baggage of knowledge is too heavy. Formal education, we have the degrees and the diplomas and all that, so there's too much that we are carrying already. Having said that, when we are already carrying that, we cannot shed that off because it's there with us. So what can we add, or what can we take out to kind of balance that? We have that already. So to lighten that, to free up headspace and, space here, create space here, one can add on elements, virtues of being vulnerable. Now, if I say be vulnerable and you understand and you nod your head and say, yes, she's said a very good thing. It's good to be vulnerable. But you don't know how to be, because I've experienced people telling me that, how can you just cry like that? I mean, how can you just cry? And I say, I don't know. Even when I was just listening to Besan Ki Roti just now, I have seen this ample number of times. I've shot for this film. I've done the entire production for that film, casting to everything, to entire shooting. But each time I see it, there's something happening here, Of course, I did not allow it much to, because I'm still on a live with you also. But it's okay, you just allow it to come and go. Because it's you. You can't not have that, and hide that and hold yourself back. And you will not become small or weak if you cry, because that's the whole thing, that, something has been ingrained in our minds that to cry is equal to weak. To cry is not equal to weak. To cry, to shed tears is strength. You have the courage, you have the strength to say that, yes, I am feeling emotional. What's wrong in being emotional? You know how you have that umpire, it will control. You remember to look at the umpire and you take charge of things, but have the ability to flow, let it melt. We know that there's ego. Now, it's a choice that we need to make, whether I want to hold on to the world of ego is too big. There's so much of data there. Or I want to just let it go. That's the choice. I want to live the rest of my life with that, or I want to let it go. Just to let it go, and embrace. So that's a personal choice that we keep, struggling. But yes, if we can cross it, it's like, you got it. So I'm going to talk about, these little two pieces that I want to play. What helps you actually, what has helped me a lot. When I used to study in school also, I'm a complete artist, but I was a very good student also. So I am a master's in economics and, but I don't use it at all. I only do my, singing and theater and all. So when I used to study biology or, life science or chemistry in grade 10th year, I used to always, or do math, I used to always have music playing. We used to have those long playing records. So I used to always have jazz music playing or some, piano playing, something playing around in my ears. And nobody could comprehend how one is studying, doing math with that kind of music going on. But I could not do math without that music. I had to have that thing going on, and I used to study. I used to learn, mug up my life science lessons with that record going on. So it's always been there with me. And it's just there, and it's helped me. So I carry it with me. And I'm inviting all of us to look at that possibility of, just listening to all kinds of music. It takes you somewhere. You listen to instruments. So thankful to Indrani again, she allowed me to just curate this the way I wanted to. So I just thought of that, I can keep singing songs, but, I was not feeling great just singing songs myself. And, I've done enough actually. So I wanted to include other forms. So of course, my Pratidhwani is my baby also. So I included that into it, and then I included two of my very dear friends who are actually my friend's father, but he's a dear friend of mine also. So I have included, this whole process of Manav Utsav has this human connect. I know him very well, but, I had to cross a line and ask him, will you please do this for me? Dada, please kar denge. And he agreed, and, he said, oh, it's difficult. And I said, no, it's not difficult. You have to do it. Please do it. And so giving somebody a little push, but that little push has created something so beautiful. He's a very senior musician. He's a flautist, and he's a theatrician, and he lives in Jabalpur. But he was kind of, after lockdown and all these things, he was kind of a little withdrawn. And I pushed him and I said, no, you have to play for Manav Utsav. You have to do this for me. And he got up and he did at night. He did the video and he sent it to me. This whole process is such a beautiful connect. And when I heard it in the morning, when he sent it to me in the morning, I heard it, I was crying because it just, and so I'll just play two pieces and then I'll play the piece of Shauli, who's again, I had interviewed her long back in Kolkata when I was doing radio. I used to be a radio jockey in Times of India. So Shauli was that lady who I had interviewed, I think 25 years back. And I reconnected with her and I said, can you send me a piece? She's an amazing accordion, piano, melodica, harmonica player, a lady in Kolkata. So she sent me a piece, So we're just going to play those two pieces, Murlidhar Nagraj for you from Jabalpur and Shauli sent from Kolkata. So we are going to play those two pieces and then come to a good night point. So let's play the pieces.
Let's do that then. Yeah. Well, so if Murlidharji, if you're watching us, thank you very much for playing it for us. It has been fantastic, So I just kept on, listening to it and going back again to some of the days, times, and so thank you very much for playing this to us. I do understand it must not have been very comfortable, but Piloo has made it more available and possibly pushed you a little bit. But thank you again.
Thank you, Dada, Murli Dada, thank you. Yes, right. And now we want to play Shauli. She's this amazing woman who plays 4 instruments and she just, amazing woman. So I just had to make one call to her And she said, of course, I'll just, she just sent it to me, a piece of, and this is also, you can relate to a lot, if you can just laugh at yourself and be the joker. And just, so you can imagine, this is an act of visualization. You need to get out of your head, so then visualize a new picture. So here is it. Visualize.
Oh, again, took me to a Sunday afternoon,
Yeah.
because my dad loved this song, and he used to play this on Sunday afternoons, and and I thought, yeah, oh, fantastic, thank you so
Yeah.
much for this. I
It
think
was lovely. And we all go back to that, da, da, na, 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 da, 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 da. So this is so haunting. And Shauli, thank you. অনেক ধন্যবাদ তোমাকে শাওলি, তুমি
thank
দেখছো আমি
you
জানি,
very
অনেক
much
ধন্যবাদ,
for
really.
doing this. It was fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Shaludi, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So I think we time to go home, right, Indrani?
Well, before was saying like we can stay on a little bit more. So can we play something more? But I think it's half 5 already. So
Yeah, so maybe one song to sign off, and we can give a nice. Why don't you share? Generally, so of course, I will do a sign off, but why don't you share? So did we expect? So it was very organic. So I want to know, how was it like? How did it go for you? The last time, a few hours that we spent.
I mean, all the songs, and especially I think the visualizations and the thoughts and the things that I could connect very well. I connected with you very well when you were live on Facebook, and that's how my connection started with you. Like if you're talking about this Manavutsav and human connections, I thought none other than you can bring this back to life, and connect us. And I think that therapeutic side of it, I mean, it's easy to sing, but it's not very easy to sing and connect it to life, taking us through that journey. And I think the visualizations, the way you have brought it in, and I'm very sorry that I had, kept you very busy for the last couple of days.
Oh, it was my pleasure. It did good to me. This weather is making me mad. So it really did a lot of good to me. I was just whole day working on this and, finding things. I was very happy actually last 2 days doing this work.
Yeah. And I think, you have brought that happiness, hope for many who are watching, and I can see here, like, pounds up about 120 to 30 comments, I think. Some got pushed our way, but of course, it's not possible to for us from the studio to track it. But thank you very much, really, for doing that. And I think it's fantastic for me, as an experience, I would say. And Jane and Krishna has been continuously.
Thank you, Jane and Krishna, really.
And I think, possibly you're going to get some requests from Leicester as well going forward. Like, come and do a program for us. It's been fantastic, honestly.
Sure, we would love to. When the lockdown gets over, we will physically come and do.
That's right. We will be able to fly, isn't it? Yeah. No, that's fantastic. Yeah. So I think before I end, can I play just one of your songs that I loved? Quite a lot.
Yes, I know what you're going to play. So let's give a parting message and end with that song.
Yes,
shall we?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is a song
to everyone, and especially to Jane and Krishna, who has been, backstage, but they have been doing a fantastic work and supporting us all through. Thank you very much. But I would so love to end this program with your song. I'm not going to say the name, but it's my
favorite. So though I know what she's going to play, but so that's so another last I cannot give you let you all go like this. So I think I need to, the parting gift is why don't you all, everybody is watching, obviously you would be in the confinement of your own residences, homes. So why don't you all just look around or look straight or close your eyes, do whatever, but why don't you just take a walk along maybe a road, a winding road, or a meadow, or a valley, or a sea beach, or a seaside, or a mountain, or a hill, wherever. Just take a walk, start walking. Of course, this song may just take you to a sea beach for people who have watched the film long back, but you need not confine yourself to a sea beach. You can just take a walk. So what I mean is you can just take a walk with yourself and visualize. Now, when you are visualizing, don't plan the visualization. Let things come to you. Let things come to you, and you just walk with whatever comes to you. Life is a puzzle. Do not try to solve it. I just had a friend who shared something beautiful 3 days back. Yes, Meenal, I'm remembering you, Meenal Kapoor, an actor friend of mine. So Meenal shared something very beautiful, and it touched a chord somewhere very deep within. We keep trying to solve things, and we end up in that place where the mind is not, it's restless because it's not being able to solve something. Even when we are doing math, when we are kids, when we get stuck with a problem, it's unsettled for us. So till we solve it. Now, so life cannot be a math problem because it has got too many elements. So when and mind is not a math book. So there'll be, it's a puzzle, but enjoy the puzzle. So if a piece has fallen off and you're not finding the piece around, you may just look around and you may just seek, and suddenly you may find a piece, and you may have to wait for that piece, but let it be, and the piece will come and you'll find it sometime and you'll put it in the right place. In the meantime, you can solve something else, some other puzzle. So just walk with this song and keep dreaming and keep visualizing. Keep your head empty, not by trying to keep it empty, but bring in elements, listen to things and flow with music rather than just listening to music. Try and just flow with music, and the access is visualization. Go back anywhere. Let your music take you somewhere. Travel with it, and the brain will automatically switch off and the soul will switch on. It's light. So thank you. Good night. Stay with this song.
Thank you.
Krishna and Jane, I love you. Thank you.
They are fantastic, honestly. Yeah, so let's do that then. Yeah.
আমার ভিনদেশি তারা একা রাতেরই আকাশে, তুমি বাজালে এক তারা আমার চিলে কোঠার পাশে। ঠিক সন্ধে নামার মুখে তোমার নাম ধরে কেউ ডাকে, মুখ লুকিয়ে কার বুকে তোমার গল্প বলো কাকে। আমার রাত জাগা তারা তোমার অন্য পাড়ায় বাড়ি, আমার ভয় পাওয়া চেহারা আমি আদতে আনাড়ি। আমার আকাশ দেখা ঘুড়ি, কিছু মিথ্যে বাহাদুরি। আমার আকাশ দেখা ঘুড়ি, কিছু মিথ্যে বাহাদুরি। আমার চোখ বেঁধে দাও আলো, দাও শান্ত শীতল পাটি। তুমি মায়ের মতোই ভালো, আমি একলাটি পথ হাঁটি। আমার বিচ্ছিরি এক তারা, তুমি নাও না কথা কানে। তোমার কিসের এত তাড়া, রাস্তা পার হবে সাবধানে। তোমার গায়ে লাগে না ধুলো, আমার দু মুঠো চাল চুলো। তোমার গায়ে লাগে না ধুলো, আমার দু মুঠো চাল চুলো। রাখো শরীরে হাত যদি, আর জল মাখো দুই হাতে। প্লিজ ঘুম হয়ে যাও চোখে, আমার মন খারাপের রাতে। আমার রাতে জাগা তারা তোমার আকাশ ছোঁয়া রাতে তোমার আমার একলা লাগে ভারী, আমার রাতে জাগা তারা তোমার আকাশ ছোঁয়া বাড়ি, আমি পাই না ছুটে তোমার, আমার একলা লাগে ভারী।
Oh, wow.
So we had to come back.
Yes, we have to come back. Yes.
Yes. No, actually, yeah, we wanted to, I wanted to meet Jayanto, so I said I have to be there.
Yeah. Is he coming in? Is he coming in?
I thought he was.
No, I don't think so. He's not. Yeah. So I think what he wants as well, because of course, I mean, we have been partnering with Sangeet Foundation for this event as well. So they are all our partners. So we have worked with many, many people. So say, for example, Sangeet Foundation, we've got children's stories, we have got Celebrate Our Similarities, and we have got Elixir, and Living Mind. So we've got all of these partners, and they have been taking individual week. But what Sangeet Foundation has done is, like, I was not sure pretty much like how we can fill up the gap that we have on the 17th. So we partnered together. So we thought that this event that we're doing, both of us can actually, it will cater to our audiences really. So yeah, so before we say goodnight, can I ask you to summarize this? Can I ask you to give us a message of hope and a message for Sangeet Foundation, a message for Manavut Serve, DMU? DMU will love to,
Sure.
get you here. So you have been getting that invitation already in the chat. So yeah, would you like to give some message, summarize it for this night?
Yeah, so for me, right now, what I'm experiencing and feeling is keep the whole crux, the whole flavor of the Manavutsav. So it was just a name for me that I was associated with in the last few days. I knew that we are doing something like this called for Manavutsav. It was a name. Today I experienced, though I'm sitting in front of a laptop screen, but I am experiencing the human connect. I do not know anyone. I knew you and Jayanto, and now I know Krishna and Jane a few hours back. But I feel that I'm connected to the world because whoever has been watching us, I don't know. It's just that this Manav Utsav is suddenly it's resting in a different place for me right now. So the message that I want to leave us with is that it's a very beautiful thing to be able to connect. And we often try to disassociate ourselves or disconnect from. I do it myself, so I'm taking complete responsibility of the fact of what I'm saying. I do it myself because I become small. I start thinking of things that not happening or should have happened, and so I start disconnecting from things. And let's keep being mindful about that. I'm not saying it can stop. We all will do that in our, because life is like that. But let's be mindful about, keeping our connect button on and putting the brakes somewhere or changing the gear at a point of time when we feel like disassociating or disconnecting or, moving away. So at that point of time, let's be mindful and let's just keep the connect button on. Keep your connect button on.
All right. Okay. So on that note, a very good night to you as well. So hope, is it still raining or has it stopped raining or? Anyway,
yeah, but no, it's not raining right now. It's not raining. I'm sure it'll start in the middle of the night. Yeah.
No, it must be 10:30 or 11 for you. So it's quite
almost
now. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Thank thankful to you. Yeah,
Very
thank
much.
you for
Yes,
inviting me. I hope to, let's keep the journey on.
And yes, yeah, we will. So thank you again. Yes.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.